Finding art styles can be challenging, especially when all of your favorite artists have their own distinct art styles. I know it can be overwhelming, especially when all of the famous artists have their own recognizable art styles, and there you are, having no art style at all, following what others do, copying others' art styles. Number one, style. Now, by this one, I mean whether you want your art to be more realistic or more on the cartoonic side. For example, I like to make semi-realism art, which means it's neither too realistic nor too stylized. It depends on you whether you want your art to be more stylized or more realistic. Number two, line art. Some people like to do line art while others don't. Some do a rough line art, sketchy line art, while others do a more clean and neat line art. Well, some don't even mind doing line art. Again, it depends on you whether what kind of line art do you want to do or you don't want to do line art at all. For example, I do a very rough and sketchy line art. Number three, rendering. Rendering, one of the most important parts of an art piece, and sometimes even it makes your art recognizable just depending on how you render your drawings. You can watch your favorite artists and see how they render their art pieces and also how you want to render your artworks. This is a very important part as this can completely change your artwork from the rest of the artists. You can also choose a color palette for yourself on what kind of color palette you want to work on and use the same color palette in almost all your art pieces. Like some artists use pastel colors while others use more vibrant colors, and some also use dull and dark colors. For example, I don't usually use eye flashing or vibrant colors. I usually go for more dark, dull, and pastel colors. Number four, features. The way you draw the features of your characters also play a very important role, as they can completely change your art style compared to other artists and make your art recognizable and different. You can choose different styles for different features of the face, like it depends on you how you want your features to be stylized or not. Like some people like to make their features more stylized while others like to keep it natural. They make their features more realistically and more like realism. I personally like to keep my facial features more natural and more realistic. Number five, finishing. Finishing means the way you want your artwork to look after it's completed. Like some people like to make it more sketchy and more painting like they like to give a more painting kind of look, while some people like to make it more clean and neat. Again, you can choose what you want to do with your artworks based on your personal preferences. If you still don't understand, you can also watch your favorite artists' artworks and see all of your favorite artists and how they draw their artworks and what do you like about their artworks. Hopefully this will also help you find your art style. You can also try making an artwork based on the tips I mentioned in this video, and you can also tell me in the comments. You can note down everything you like about your favorite artists' artworks and then make an art piece based on what you like about different artworks. But if you're someone like me who likes a lot of different art styles and still can't decide which one should be your go-to art style for all of your artworks, then I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. Yeah, but you could still choose one art style that is like your most favorite one. Here's a little speed paint of the artwork, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!